That was just pitiful. That is some of the worst football I have seen in Dallas. It's just been it's terrible. On our first drive, after they get a 12 men on the field penalty and we're in 3rd and 1, we run it out of the shotgun and not out of the under center formation. That is the worst. That is the most pitiful. The pitiful execution, the pitiful effort, and Prescott was running for his life. I'm not throwing in the towel on this guy. However, I am saying that if he does not improve, if this continues, then it's going to get harder and harder to defend him because he should be better than this. Our offensive line was pitiful today. Sure, Zeke broke off a few runs, but he also fumbled the ball in the 4th quarter in a missed opportunity. That was a missed opportunity. And then we threw it right directly at Earl Thomas. I love him. He's a Texas Longhorn. Hook 'em. But man, that was the worst. It was terrible. Our wide receivers can't catch. We don't have a reliable tight end. There's just no excuses for this pitiful execution. Our defense, that was the most points they gave up all season. But they weren't getting any help from our offense. Because we couldn't sustain a drive and they were like, man, they wear out, but that's no excuse. This team has no excuses for being this pitiful. Some major changes need to be made because this is inexcusable. I think that some of the biggest draft needs we need to get a tight end in the draft as well as a center. Yeah, those are two of our biggest needs. And possibly we need a quarterback. We might need a backup and a better backup quarterback. I really don't know because it's not looking good for Dak. He played terribly, but he wasn't getting any help from his offensive line because they just could not block for nothing. And Linehan, his play calling is the worst that I have ever seen him. It's the worst I've seen. It's just unbelievable it's unreal how poorly this team has been run. It's just sad. We gotta get it together. We got Detroit next week. It's at home, so that helps. I'm glad it's at home because, man, in our 2 road games, we have just done nothing. It's just inexcusable. This team needs a fire lit under them, but we just don't have any leadership on this team. It's just one of them. It's unbelievable how badly this team is run. And it's hard to back Jason Garrett. And Jerry Jones, he brings in these coaches that are puppets, and he does whatever he wants with them. And like, and this is what he gets when he does that. He stepped out of his comfort zone and brought in Parcells, who brought in Jason Witten. But now he's gone, and now none of that Parcells regime is here because he was the last link to Parcells, and now he's not with us anymore. And this team is just pitiful, just awful.